It's Thursday morning in the fabulous Florida Keys. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty. A lot of mornings I'll start my video off with the current event happening in Key West or somewhere in the Florida Keys that particular day, but today I'm going to tell you about one that's next Monday, March 24th. I'm going to give you a little bit more advance notice because this is an event you definitely don't want to miss. The annual Taste of Key West is on Monday, March 24th at 6 p.m. It's a benefit for AIDS Help and one of their largest fundraisers all year long. The restaurants from all over the Keys, some of the most expensive, high-end, fine dining restaurants down to casual, get together. They meet at the Truman Waterfront Park. They all set up tents and they offer different sample foods. You can buy tickets when you get in. It's free to get in, but the food tickets and the drink tickets you have to buy per ticket. And all the proceeds, 100% are donated to AIDS Help. Everybody working the event is a volunteer. I volunteered for it myself at least 15 times. It's a great time. You can sample some of the finest foods the Florida Keys has to offer. There's always some local Florida craft beers and Florida wines available. It's just a great time. It's a great cause. It's mostly a locals event, so you'll be among your neighbors. If you're in town as a tourist and you want to really hear about life as a local, just strike up a conversation with someone at a Taste of Key West. At least 90% of the people that are attending are going to be locals. Again, that's Monday, March 24th at 6 p.m. It's a don't miss event. Now back to the real estate video. This is my morning market MLS update video I do every day right about this same time. I report all the new listings in Key West and the lower Keys that have come on the market in the last 24 hours. If you watch this video, you'll know about all the new listings from Big Pine Key down to Key West the same day the realtors find out about them. You can also get a much more detailed description of these listings, including photographs, if you follow my blog, keywestinvesting.com. That's updated every day from the Florida Keys multiple listing service as well. There's a lot more information on the homes in the blog, a lot more details about each home, any unique features the home will have. It'll show photos of the inside of the home, photos of the outside of the home. If it happens to be a waterfront property or happens to have a pool, there'll be photos of the water view, photos of the boat dockage, photos of the pool. It's just a lot more information than I can cram into a couple-minute quick YouTube video. Again, that web address is keywestinvesting.com. If you like this video and you want to stay current with what's being listed in the Florida Keys at what price every day, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do a video just like this every morning. Then right next to the subscribe button, whether you're subscribing for the first time or you're already a subscriber, you'll see that thumbs up like symbol. If you could please just click on that, that helps me advance in the YouTube algorithm and it'll help my channel grow and keep me going. So I'd appreciate it if you could click that thumbs up like symbol. We have 6 new homes to talk about today. Before I tell you about the homes, the state of Florida's legal department has to butt in and justify their existence. They make me cover the boring stuff. The information I'm about to give you comes directly from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. I'm not accepting any responsibility for any of these listings. I'm not claiming any of these listings to be my own listings. And I'm not accepting any responsibility if there's any inaccuracies in any of the information I give you. I'm simply reading it to you right from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. The first one we have is a house in Key West's Midtown neighborhood on South Street. South Street is one of the nicer, more desirable streets in Key West. And this house is a great home. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 1,790 square foot house. It's on an oversized lot. It has a beautiful in-ground pool in the backyard, surrounded by very high privacy trees and shade trees. You can sit in the sun by the pool, you can sit in the shade by the pool, and you have complete privacy in your backyard. It would be a little bit of a long walk, but doable to Duval Street, or a simple bicycle ride, which is what most of the locals use when they go downtown. That way, if you want to have a couple of drinks and partake in our nightlife, you're on a bicycle, not an automobile. This one's being offered at $2,650,000, which is an excellent price for a house this size on South Street, especially with that pool in that backyard. Then in Key West's Newtown neighborhood on 18th Street, we have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2,388 square foot house. This one also has a nice in-ground pool, tropically landscaped backyard, a lot of privacy. They're kind of strict about the size of the fences that we put up in Key West. 6 foot high now is the maximum you can put up per code, but you can put up, a 12-foot high row of hedges, or the traveler's palm trees provide a lot of privacy. This particular backyard has a lot of privacy trees, so you can't see in the pool. You don't have the neighbors gawking at you. This one's listed at $1,195,000, which is a very good price for a house of this nature and a lot this size with the pool in that backyard. Then up on Big Carpet Key on Verde Drive, we have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 810 square foot mobile home. It is on a good boating canal with deep water boating, and it's being offered at only $425,000, which is a great price for any home on the water 10 minutes from Key West. A lot of people are buying the mobile homes to bypass the building permit system. The Monroe County gives out their building permits on what they call the ROGO system. ROGO is Rate of Growth Ordinance. If you just start with a vacant piece of land, it can take you 2, sometimes 3 years to get a building permit. If you buy something that already had a structure on it, like one of these low-price mobile homes, you can remove the mobile home and get what they call a ROGO exempt letter, and you don't have to go through the ROGO system. You get your building permit in just a couple of months rather than a couple of years. Or if you want to just buy a weekend getaway or a part-time house until you're ready to move down here year-round, or if you just want a small, low-maintenance home and you don't want to spend a ton of money and you want to be close to Key West, this would be a good opportunity for someone who's part of the Key West workforce or the Florida Keys workforce. It's not out of reach for the working local, where a lot of the homes in Key West have become. It's being offered at $425,000, which is an excellent price for any property that close to Key West. Then on Geiger Key on Boca Chica Road, we have another mobile home on a canal. This one's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,583 square foot mobile home. This particular subdivision is in Tamarack Park. The best feature of Tamarack Park is the boating. It is the deepest boating we have anywhere in the Lower Keys. You can easily get a 60, 65-foot boat in there. I have a friend that's got a 50-ish foot sailboat with a 7-foot draft, and he gets in and out of there very easily. Just a direct shot right out into the open Atlantic, no bridges to go under. By far the best boating there is in the Lower Keys. It's being offered at $795,000, which even with such a great lot and such great boating, Boca Chica Road is a major road. There's a lot of traffic, a lot of road noise on there, and at the end of the day, you're still buying a mobile home. Personally, I think $795,000 is a little overpriced, but if you want something and you need to bring that 50-foot sport fisherman in there, it definitely $795 beats the couple $1 million you'd pay up on Summerland Kia and Cudjoe Gardens to be able to bring that same boat in. So if you need it for the boat, it's worthwhile, but in my personal opinion, it's a little overpriced. Then a third mobile home. I think today is Mobile Home Day on Little Torch Key in a subdivision called Coral Shores Estates. This one's on Coral Shores Road. We have a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 686 square foot mobile home. It's on a boating canal with good deeper boating. Not as good as Tamarack Park that I named above, but you could get, a 35, 40-foot boat in here pretty easily. Center console, something like a Contender or a Wellcraft. Good deep water boating. And again, a lot of the people here are buying the mobile homes and removing them and putting a house up. Coral Shores was originally 100% mobile homes, and now it's probably about 70% mobile homes, 30% houses, and that number goes up by the day as the older mobile homes get bought out. This particular one's in pretty good shape. There's no reason you couldn't live in it right now. I'd like to add another bathroom or at least a half bath if you have the room. It might be kind of tough with only 686 square feet, but it'd be worth looking to see if you can do it. And Monroe County's building department's pretty easy about what you do inside the house. They're more concerned with what you do outside the house. At $479,000, whether you keep it as a mobile home or whether you replace it with a house, it's definitely a good buy, worth taking a look at. Then the last one is a house on Gulfstream Street in Big Pine Key in a subdivision called Port Pine Heights. Port Pine Heights is definitely the old rustic Florida Keys living. It's about 10 miles off the highway on Key Deer Boulevard on Big Pine Key. They have a 100% building moratorium on Port Pine Heights, and at least 50% of the lots are owned by the government. So what you see right now is what your great-grandchildren will see 50 to 75 years from now. There's a lot of empty lots. A lot of the houses have no houses behind them or across the canal from them, and that's what you're going to have for life. This one's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,292 square foot house on the canal. It has great boating. You just get out of the canal system and you're in the Florida Keys backcountry, which I consider to be the most beautiful boating we have in the Keys. Most of it, you're in about 1.5 to 3 feet of water. You see the stingrays, you see the tarpon jumping, you'll see the nurse sharks burrowing into the sand, the permit, the bonefish. There's amazing, beautiful birds out there that you don't see further in the mainland of the Keys. You have a lot of sandbars and government-owned islands that have nothing on it but have a nice sandy beach. A lot of the locals will go out and beach their boat on the sandbar or beach their boat on one of the islands and have an afternoon picnic on the water, a cocktail hour on the water. It's not unique to see 30-plus boats just all moored together, and they got the radio going, they're playing the music, they're dancing in the water, eating, drinking, just having a good time on the boat. This one's offered at $949,595. I'm not sure where they came up with a price like that, but that's what they're asking for it. It's actually a pretty good price for a house in Port Pine Heights this size with such good boating. Definitely worth taking a look at as well. And that's all we have for today. If you want to take a look at any of these homes or any home anywhere in the Florida Keys, give me a call at 305-731-0501. Don't forget to check out my blog, keywestinvesting.com. Remember, next Monday, the 24th, the Taste of Key West. If you haven't been, it's a great event. If you've been, you know it's an excellent event. Come on back again. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty.